My voice, our future. Girls are important because we are the main core of society. I go to a girls' school and I get a lot of opportunities. I wish there were a lot of girls' schools. I am creative and I love to express my views. I'm good at dancing, singing, and art and craft. Disney Princess in Brave is amazing. She's confident, she's strong, and even though so many boys were there, she just said, I'm gonna go on an adventure and I'm gonna get my mother back.
Old Lisa, if nothing stops you, what will you do or say in the world?
If nothing stops me, I would tell the boys to give girls space and also give them respect and learn to be gentlemen.
Old Lisa, how will you use your voice to make the world better?
I would start off with my family. By God's grace, I have a supportive family and we are 4 sisters. The next step would be create awareness in my neighborhood.
Old Lisa, what is your message to encourage other girls across the world?
Girls, no one can put you down unless you want to be put down. We must be brave, strong, do our best in the world and make a difference. My voice, our future. Girls, never stop believing in yourselves. Our words weigh a ton, and you're capable of getting all the work done. Be bold, be brave, conquer your fears, and never doubt yourself. You are rare and precious. Be your own savior. My voice, our future.
Our speaker for today is quite the popular face. He's a surgeon by profession whose very recent video on the plight of teachers coping with online teaching went viral. He has been a chief guest to one of our school events in the past and whose messages are very inspiring to listen to. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, introducing a very proud father of 2, one of Bangalore's top pediatric surgeons, a TEDx speaker, and a very involved educationist, Dr. Anthony Robert Charles.
Dear girls of Sacred Heart School, Bangalore, it's indeed a joy for me today to share this short message in this campaign of your school about empowering the girl child and to protect the interests and the rights of the girl child and the woman. Given the backdrop of how society has traditionally discriminated against the girl child and the woman, starting right from the womb, from the right to be born as a girl, and how that today is in danger in some parts of the world, including ours, to the battles faced and the hurdles faced throughout their life. And especially in today's news of girls, of women being harmed, being victims of violence. In that backdrop, it is indeed fitting that your school has organized this campaign. I want to congratulate each of you for being born in this generation. So many women down the ages, down the centuries have fought for basic rights. The right to go to school, the right to vote, the right to earn a living, the right to enter any profession which they want. And this generation truly is the most blessed till now in terms of the opportunities which lie ahead of you in your life. And the opportunities which your parents, your families, the environment you grew up in, your school and your mentors and teachers are equipping you for. They're all moving towards making you an empowered girl child. What is this empowerment? I'm not looking at a dictionary definition. I don't have a philosophical understanding of it. In my mind, empowerment, is it just an education, a degree? No. Is it landing a big job in a big corporate? No. Is it earning lots and lots and lots of money? No. Is it being in a position of power of becoming the CEO, or becoming the manager, or being in charge of so many people? No. All of these might be part of the journey of becoming empowerment. But true empowerment is when you are full of such self-worth, when you value yourself so much in your own heart, when you don't have to depend on somebody else or the world valuing you, and you know your entire self-worth is much more than anybody else can think of. And when you are alone, and when life knocks you down, or when hurdles are so tough that you fall down and stumble, empowerment is when you have enough of value that you will bounce back, that you will stand up again, no matter how many times you get knocked down. And in this life, a lot of us get knocked down. But empowerment is that belief, and I wish you that belief. That will not come in a day, that will not come in a year. But that journey of filling yourself with that much of self-worth and value is what I wish for you. For that is true empowerment. Remember that though society might have given trouble to the girl child and woman through centuries, nature has always preferred the girl child. And I say that with a medical background, because when a newborn baby is born, and if the baby is sick for some reason or needs to undergo some major surgery, most of us will ask, is it a girl child or a boy child? Because we know that if it is a girl child, no matter how difficult the disease, there's a very good chance that the girl will fight through and come out winning and come out alive and come out healthy. Whereas unfortunately we boys are a bit of a pusky when it comes to we have a bit of a weak spot when it comes to fighting against tough things. So nature has equipped you with a lot of potential, and today society and your families are equipping you for the same journey. Therefore, it's an exciting time for your generation. For us men, dads and brothers and uncles and colleagues of the girl child, we are surrounded by them, either in their role as our mother, our wife, our children, our relatives, or our colleagues at work, or maybe our students. Let us first simply acknowledge the difficulties that they have gone through. We may not be in a position to correct any of that, but merely acknowledging that in our own hearts, that the number of hurdles they climb to be in the same place that comes naturally to the male in society, let us acknowledge that difficulty. And let us not feel threatened by them. Let us not feel upset when we see an empowered woman or an empowered girl getting successful, because they are not fighting to be equal. This is not a battle of equality. We know that this is not a 100-meter race where everybody is starting from the same start line and running to the same finish line. In society, we know that most downtrodden parts of society, most discriminated parts of society are not starting from the same start line that we are starting from. They're actually running a long way just to reach the start line, and then they run the race with us. So let us be conscious of that. Let us not feel threatened, because it is when we feel threatened that we tend to use discrimination as a tool, that we tend to use violence as a tool. And I'm saying this even in the urban context. We know that the early months of the lockdown, there was so much more violence in homes, in the family, because it is one of the ways which has been inculturated that violence can be used. Let us teach our children, our boys and girls, that violence against another human being is not the way forward at all. And I think we'll be failing in talking about empowerment if we don't handle this. It may be difficult to change the previous generation, but by God, it's easy to train our new generation of kids who are growing up, so that this is rooted out from the beginning. Dear girls of Sacred Heart, again, each of you is in a position, like I said, of living to your full potential, bringing your dreams to come true. And truly you will move towards being empowered. But do not forget that there are many, many who are being left behind, especially in this corona period. There are children in the rural setup, children in the urban setup who come from poorer families, who are being left out of the progress, who are being left out of the dreams, and they have the same potential that you have. You will be a truly empowered girl. You will be a truly empowered woman when you're able to look at somebody else who needs uplifting, who needs empowerment, and you are able to stand, even at cost to yourself, to lift up even one other person, one other girl child who simply will excel given the support which is there. and who may not have had the educational background, the family background that you have. So all through your life, I wish you joy, I wish you courage. Most of all, I wish you enough of self-value and self-worth, the ability to fight back, the ability to stand on your own value and to build up at least one other girl child. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anthony and my daughter's name is Nicole. She studies in 2D. The first question that I've been given is there's a social stigma around how boys look at empowered girls. How will you change that for your girl? I believe there is a stigma, and I believe I can change that by focusing on my actions, on everything that I can control, which is like my words, my actions, my deeds, how I react to situations that I come across in my day-to-day life. In every experience that I come across, I think I will stand up and be a voice to what is right, and ensure that I influence the people around me and I interact with, and that's what I believe I can do to change that for my girl, for a start. The second question is, I value my daughter because I love her and because she's worth it. She has so much potential. I'm only striving to build a world that supports her in everything that she wants to do. But I'm also very happy with the initiative that the Sacred Heart Girls High School Bangalore has taken to come up with this initiative of getting us involved in such a brilliant initiative. And I'm really, really happy that we have a school that is now at this crisis looking at empowering women, empowering girls across the globe. So I'm very happy. Thank you.
Hi, I am Rahul Agrawal, father of Radhika Agrawal, and today I am going to talk about some of the common social stigma associated with empowered women around us. Many a times we men don't realize that some of our words and actions make women around us uncomfortable. If you ask any of the empowered women of today, they will easily tell you about some of the common social stigma associated with them and their journey. Some of the very common one being that they achieve things easily, they get it easily, and not on the basis of their skills and talent, but because of the favor done to them by someone. Another common one is the stigma of expectation, of either knowing everything or not knowing anything sufficiently. Well, as a father to a girl child, I believe I can definitely do something to eradicate this stigma in the sphere of influence of my colleagues, friends, family, neighbors, by talking to them, having a conversation with them, and making them aware about their behavior and impact, basically sensitizing them. We also need to have an important conversation with our daughters at every stage of their growing up years. We need to empower them so that they can talk freely, act freely, and responsibly. We need to also coach them about this stigma so that they don't receive it as a shock, but rather they are prepared for it. They should be prepared, they should be taught to always raise their standards high, keep their hard work spirit on in the pursuit of their dreams. Well, girls bring joy, happiness, calmness, and lots of positive energy in our life. We fathers are blessed with these precious little gifts of God in our life. And I can definitely say that because I am blessed twice with two daughters, that doubles up my joy in every way. Thank you.
I am Professor Lucas, a very proud father of two girl children. I am so happy and thankful to God for giving us the gift of girl child in our family. There is a girl who stole my heart and she calls me Daddy. October 11th has been set aside as International Day of the Girl. As we are going to commemorate the International Day for Girl Children on 11th October, it gives me immense pleasure and joy to talk about my sweetie child, El Jensi Hendita, studying 6th standard at Sacred Heart Girls High School in Bangalore. First of all, as a father, how I need to make this world a better place for my daughter. It's an imminent question and calls for a deep reflection. I'll make sure that my daughter is living in a gender equality society. I always have an inherent desire to protect my child from all stages of life, especially from the male chauvinistic society. She should enjoy all type of opportunities to grow physically, socially, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stronger. I want to make sure that she goes beyond of all opportunities that I had undergone. I will make her fully empowered with the right knowledge, skills, and talents. I will constantly keep telling my daughter that she is something unique and special, and she is no less than boys. I will encourage and empower her to do her best always. All you need is love, as the Diogenes proverb goes. I would like to take a moment and talk about how I value my daughter. I value my daughter because I value her mental health and personal measures of success or academic and mainstream ones. I value my daughter because she is good enough no matter what. I value my daughter because she is a bundle of talents. I value her because for being whom she is. I will emphasize her good points. I do not compare her with others. I accept and value her as she is. She is gentle, loving, and caring. So let us respect and value the girl children as this is a gift from God. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mario and I am Annabelle Veronica Matthews' brother, and I'm here to talk about a few things with regard to women empowerment and empowered girls. So the first question that was presented to me was that there is a social stigma associated with how boys look at empowered girls. And as a brother, what can I do to change that for my sister? So first of all, I would like to begin by saying that it is true that there is a stigma associated with how men in general look at empowered women, especially young women, young girls. So I think it's time to change that, because as a brother, I would want my sister to go out there and be the best version of herself, because she is brave, she is confident, she is exceptionally talented, and I know that this world needs to take a glimpse of that, needs more of empowered women and women supporting other women. There is nothing more inspirational and there's nothing more beautiful than that. So as a brother, what can I do to change that? I would encourage my sister to go into the world and be the best version of herself, like I mentioned before. And just that encouraging factor over there will help my sister reach heights, and the sky is the limit. And that will definitely change things for other men as well. They will change their perspective around empowered girls and empowered women, and I'm sure my sister will grow up to be a beautiful woman one day. The second question, or the second statement, is I value my sister because I value my sister a lot, because like I mentioned earlier, she is exceptionally talented. She is a beautiful young woman and she's growing up to be such a graceful woman as well. So growing up with her, we've learned a lot of things from one another, and just see her grow and her continuing to grow to this beautiful person inspires me to be a better person as well. And seeing how she takes initiative and how she wants to bring about change in this world, and how she likes not following or challenging, she likes challenging stereotypes. I think that's a very good lesson all of us can take from today's world. So I mean, the list could go on and on. So really, I value my sister a lot, and I do hope that many more empowered girls just like my sister will be able to make this world a better place. Thank you.
Talking about the social stigma at which boys look at empowered girls. First of all, to reach a level of being an empowered person, it's not easy. It needs work, it needs effort, and anyone who puts in that work and reaches a level of being an empowered person should deserve it, irrespective of their gender. There has been a stereotype that guys can't accept the fact that females work above them in like higher position, but then I feel it has been fading over the years, and yeah, it's long gone. However, it does still exist in some places, and how would I go about it on changing it? I think like educating boy children on respecting the person for the person they are, irrespective of whether she's a female. And also educating the girl child, on trusting her instincts. If she feels she's right, uh, just because of her gender, she shouldn't be let down at any point. And yeah, that's it. I value my sister Annabelle. Um, she's a really talented girl. She's an amazing singer. She's really athletic as well, and I see great potential in her sports. Mm, yeah, she's also really artistic, and the fact that she cares about her family the most. And yeah, she's a really fun person to be around. A bit awkward at times, but yeah, fun once you get along. And this is the only time I'm being nice to you.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, so I have to agree about the fact that the women are by few men, empowered women are looked down and degraded, and not some guys can't tolerate, not all, but there are some guys in the society which I too have experienced and seen. So what would I do about this? Yeah, so if someone did this to my sister, you better not do that. And yeah, wherever I see this, I usually you know don't get into these kind of matters. I just ignore it. But these small matters gradually increase and become worse. So what could I do? I must um stand up for them right there. In case if they need an extra voice, I can contribute. you know One extra voice makes a difference. I value my sister for so many reasons. I don't have much time to list it down, but let me just list a few of them, okay? So, she's multi talented. She's an amazing sportsman. She's an sportswoman. And she's an amazing singer. She's an amazing person. She's an amazing, she's very helpful. She possesses all, many good qualities. And, that's what I like about her. And she's an amazing younger sister.
Hi everyone, I'm here to talk about my sister Annabelle here today. So before I begin,
I value my sister for many reasons. If I have to speak about it, it'll take over like 10 minutes. But I'm just kidding. It won't take that long. Just take like 10 seconds or something. So let's just do this. Yeah. So one of the main reasons I value my sister is because she's been such a good younger brother to me. Uncle, keep